It's currently March 10th, 11:40 p.m. And tomorrow, March 11th, my favorite guitarist of all time and one of my biggest musical influences, Trey Anastasio of Phish, the Trey Anastasio band, Oysterhead Ghost in the Forest, is set to release his first solo acoustic album entitled Mercy on March 11th, aka 20 minutes away. And I know this isn't someone who we typically talk about on the channel, but I figure for those of you who don't know Trey, I want to introduce you to one of my biggest musical influences, and we're just going to react to his first solo acoustic album. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, I hope you're having a good day today. Hope your day is going well and hope it continues to go well. Here is my reaction to Trey Anastasio's solo acoustic album, Mercy. Let's get right into it. So it just turned midnight. We have a Trey Anastasio's page up on Spotify. Scroll down. I tested Ether Sundays to make sure OBS was working properly. And here we are, Mercy. So this is a 9-song album. It is 33 minutes long and 32 seconds. I did catch a little bit of a preview of it when I was driving to teach guitar lessons at my old college today. They're doing a little listening party on Phish Radio on Sirius XM channel 29. I caught a little glimpse of it, but I decided to turn it off because I wanted to wait till now. So let's go ahead and start listening with a little more time.
I need a little more time, need a little more time, need a little more time. I need a little more time, need a little more time,
I love the way that these acoustic parts are recorded, because I'm trying to figure out as I go along too, because it's either what most likely is two acoustic guitar tracks kind of doing different things and put together, which sounds super cool, and or it's one guitar recorded with two different mic places. But I think that it's two guitars recorded two different takes, panned left, right, with vocals panned center. It sounds super, super cool. Yeah, it's definitely two different guitars. Definitely two different guitars. Okay.
would it even make?
So the reason why I wanted to check the credits, because oftentimes with Phish songs and Trey songs, there'll be a co-writer whose name is Tom Marshall, who really Phish and Trey have been collaborating since college. So I wanted to see if they collaborated on any songs together. So I just hit the show credits section on Spotify. But as far as I know, it's just written by, performed by Trey Anastasio. So, interesting. Who knows?
I need a little more time.
Man, I already love it. This album's off to such a great start. Definitely love the concept of that one. Love the guitars in it. Now let's move on to the title track of the album, Mercy. Oh wait, we didn't move on to Movie Stream. We moved on to Flying Blinds. Let's move on to Mercy. Take shuffle off. There we are. I like that you can see a different kind of miking technique there. You can clearly hear that it goes from two guitars to one center guitar. It's like, if I go back a little bit more. Two depths guitar. Left to right. And then, as we hold out this chord, center. To one guitar. Super cool. Love that. Love that so much.
I am singing now over the fear and remembering how the changes come on the way down.
Wow. That is such a good section there. Man. And it's easy how, like, lines can be so relevant to your life and how artists can write songs relate to your life, and they've never met you before. It's like they know your life better than you know yourself. And it can be the most freaky experience, like that one. Changes happen on the way down, man.
And I am ripped in two. The breathing wind speaks slowly. Mercy, mercy, mercy.
That's such a good chorus. So good.
Moving in darkness with the setting sun.
Such an amazing song. Man, that's so good. So good. Now, Flying Blinds. Like we already heard.
He ended up so far from home. So far from home.
That is such a cool guitar riff. That's such a cool guitar riff. Like all the little tiny things in there. Some notes that are more dissonant than others. Such a cool guitar riff. So cool. It kind of reminds me almost Drift While You're Sleeping a little bit, but more. I guess it doesn't, because like Drift While You're Sleeping is more tonal. This has more of a little bit of that rubbing against each other, but still so cool.
Songs, but I let it go. We're flying blind, so I'm taking it slow. 'Cause everything is now, and everything is you.
This is such a cool song. Like, the guitar parts, the rhythms of the vocals, the lyrics, it is so cool. Man, I really, really dig this one. I think this is my favorite one so far.
Everything is new. Everything is new. Everything is new.
What I love about this is that I can hear it totally, like, being amplified through electric guitar, through keyboard, through bass, through drum set. Basically, if Trey was doing this as a Fish song, either a Fish song and or part of the Trey Anastasio band, I can totally hear it blending so well just because of how riffy this is and how cool this is.
Everything is new. Taking it slow. We're flying blind, yeah.
Oh, I love that. That was such a cool riff at the end. And then also, the left and the right headphone, speaker, whatever you're listening to it on, if you listen to this, they're doing something completely different. It is so cool. That is awesome. Next track, Blazing Down the Twisted Wire. Man. Stereo guitar recording is super cool because like those minor differences, especially on like clean tones on electric guitars, but in this case acoustics, those minor differences in how you play something is just makes it sound super cool.
Someone's in my head right now. Chemicals on fire. They just sent a surging charge, blazing down the twisted wire.
The melody of this one is super cool, and I love its use of harmonics on the guitar so far. Super cool, and the running lines with it too as the vocals are going on. Super cool.
Someone's in my head right now. Chemicals on fire. They just sent a surging charge, blazing down the twisted wire.
You have a lot of the melody, or the guitar mimicking what the melody is doing. I personally like that. There's some people who I know who don't like that. Like the biggest example is the band Black Sabbath, the Ozzy Osbourne's original band, Iron Man, Paranoid. Ozzy would often mimic what Tony Iommi, the guitarist, does with his guitar riffs. And I know people that don't like that. I personally dig it, and I personally dig what Trey is doing in this song, mimicking the vocal line on the guitar, or guitar line to vocals. However, Trey wrote it.
Someone is in my head right now, my head right now, my head right now. Someone is in my head right now, my head right now.
That's such a cool acoustic part that's underneath that vocal there. The whistling part really makes that song super, super cool. Technically halfway through Mercy so far. Such a good album. Such a good album. Now we're on to 6.5 minutes, which is only 3 minutes and 54 seconds long. Funny.
That's about how long that it would take for me to pack my things and run.
There is such a cool stereo thing happening. I don't know if Trey did it on purpose, but it's almost like a strum, 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 strum. That was cool. That was really cool.
In the future, if I could be just 1/10 of the person that you are.
If I could be 1/10 of the person that you are, then don't get me wrong, lyrically, I'm loving this one so far the most lyrically, I think. I mean, maybe second to Mercy. The guitar is really good. However, I was expecting some follow-up line to that part. I love the way Trey reset up this melody.
If you could walk around inside my head for just a minute, you'd know how confusion really feels. I can't even
Ow. 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 That line actually hurt.
tell anymore what
Rewind a little bit.
really feels. I can't even tell anymore what's a lie and what is real.
Yeah, no, this song. This is my favorite. This, lyrically, is my favorite.
So bear the loss lightly and try hard not to flinch. We'll escape into the deep dark woods of the sun. The light that swirls around you 6.5 minutes ago was on the surface of the sun.
Man, that was, I think, the most beautiful song, at least to me so far. And again, and this song almost made me cry. It's so good. It's so good. That is my favorite song so far. 6.5 minutes, as Trey says, not 6.5 minutes. So let's hear how the next song, Roll Like a River, sounds like, shall we?
I don't understand.
I was not expecting that. I was expecting a bit more upbeat song called Roll Like a River, but alas, let's listen.
I guess it's time for me to be moving. It's hard to live with all the lies. I've got
That was a cool vocal line there. Everybody's been moving. Reminds me a lot of a Beatles song. I forget the name of it, but it's really good. Really dig this.
Roll like a river, I'm falling like rain. Drifting on a sea of questions. Searching for a glimpse of land.
That's such a cool line. That's a cool line.
Now there's snow up on the mountain. So I'll step back from the cliff now and learn to live with all the scars.
Ow! Ow, I'll learn to step away from the cliff now. I'll step away from the cliff now and learn to live with all the scars. Man. That is an amazing lyric. That is so good. Man.
Rolling, 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 falling like rain, falling like rain.
That a very beautiful song too. Very beautiful. I couldn't help but think at the last part of the song. Rolling, rolling like a river. A little bit of Proud Mary at the end. But man, such a beautiful song. And I know I said this for like half of the other song, but man, the acoustic parts, the stereo recording of the acoustics, hearing the intricate details between how different they are and what one guitar is doing versus the other guitar, it is so cool. Hey stranger, next song. Ooh! Ooh!
It's all I
Ooh!
know.
I like this. I love this.
Finding ways to stay and touch the sky. It's all I know. Finding ways to stay.
This reminds me a lot of Birds of a Feather by Fish. And it was funny. During either this song or 6½ minutes, I was thinking about how chordal these songs were as opposed to riffy songs like Chalk Does Torture, like Tweezer, like other songs that Trey has written either by himself and or with Fish. But then you have songs like Flying Blind and now this song that are very, very riffy and sound super cool.
Hey, stranger, absorbed and unalterable in delirium. Slightly.
You can almost hear the drums to this one. That is so cool. And the bass just, and you can hear a bass mimicking a dooba dooba boom 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 dooba doop. It's such a cool song. Such a really riffy cool song.
It's all I know. It's all I know. It's all I know. It's all I know.
Yeah, that's cool. One guitar finishing the riff on one side, and the other guitar just waiting for the chord on the other. You can great riff song, and that reminds me a lot of a Fish song, something that would be on a Fish album and or a Trey Anastasio album. Just add some keys, add some electrics, add the bass, and maybe add some background singers in there. Either the Fish harmonies and or the female background vocalists of the Trey Anastasio band. Super cool song. 2 more songs. We move on to Arc. Ooh. Already super pretty. Super pretty already.
Nothing will harm you. up two colors curving over the sky, a message to me. Don't lose yourself in fear, I am always here.
I'm in love with the chord progression of this one. The chord progression is super, super cool. You know, I want to figure out the chords to this one because this part is cool. That part really cool. Even just like these arpeggiated sequences are super, super cool. Cool song. Very, very cool song. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't pay attention to the lyrics because I was more focused on what the guitar was doing. Because that was such a cool guitar part. The chord progression was so cool. The arpeggiated sequence, amazing. I'm pretty sure it went off camera a little bit. It's fine. It's fine. One more song left. Ever-Changing Tide.
I can't help but feel bad for feeling this lonesome. I've given up on trying to improve my world. But please, 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 help me, I'm just trying to be a part of the ever-changing tide.
Okay, already on the first verse, and I'm tearing up a little bit. Man. Lyrically great. Musically awesome. I believe this is in, I want to say it's in drop D, open D-ish tuning, because there's some that one note you hear at the very end of the chorus section.
Ever-changing tide.
You can just hear that open D at the very bottom. So I want to say that it's drop D sus2 on the top. So basically, drop D tuning, you hit your D chord, but you don't do the high E string second fret. So you're only doing the second fret of the G, third fret of the B string, with all strings open.
The ever-changing tide. I can't help but feel bad for feeling this lonesome.
What a strong way to end Mercy. That so good. That awesome album. Very awesome. I love every single song off of here. 6.5 minutes. The Ever-Changing Tide. And I believe a part of Roll Like a River. It made me tear up a lot. So, it's a good album. I love the riffness of Hey Stranger, as well as Flying Blind. Mercy, such a beautiful song. Amazing chord progressions. I love the way the acoustic guitar was recorded on this one. And for Ever-Changing Tide, I want to say that's my number 2. And I love it also because of how the vocals sit in the mix in particular. Because you have your acoustic guitar on the left, you have your acoustic guitar on the right, then you have your vocals right in the center. I feel as though every other song, the vocals were a bit more back, so everyone was kind of like on even. If not, the vocals were a bit farther forward. But Ever-Changing Tide was like really farther forward. It was such a cool song. Arc, great, amazing chord progression. So many great songs. But anyway, guys, that was my reaction to Trey Anastasio's first solo acoustic album, Mercy. I'll be honest, I was not expecting what I was listening. I was expecting some acoustic tunes that he has already recorded, because previously he has done acoustic tours where he has just done acoustic covers of some of my favorite songs, such as Stealing Time from the Faulty Plan, as well as Limb by Limb in other songs. I was expecting some cover songs from Fish as well as from the Trey Anastasio band. I was not expecting a whole album of original music. That is awesome. I believe Trey said this is basically a part 2 of his other album he released in 2020, A Lonely Trip. And you can even see that from the album art, that they are basically just parallels of each other. And so it's almost like a call and response of the first one, trying to figure out how to deal with isolation. In the second album, Mercy, is being isolated by yourself, going through things alone. Such an amazing way to do for the first solo acoustic album. I'm definitely going to learn a couple of these when I get the chance in 2 weeks after I play this musical next week. But anyway, guys, that was my favorite guitar player. That was Trey Anastasio with his first ever solo acoustic album, Mercy. I really hope you enjoy my reactions. Definitely go give it a listen. If you want something that's more electric, definitely go to Lonely Trip. Listen to songs like I Never Left Home, as well as Never Need You Like This Before. 2 of my favorite songs. All of the songs on this album are good. However, I Never Need You Like This Before, as well as I Never Left Home, super good. There's other songs like Came in Review, Ether Sunday. They do a cover of the Gorillaz' Clint Eastwood. The whole Ghost in the Forest album, amazing. Love it so much. If you want to trip in my mind a little bit, just go listen to Fish, Trey Anastasio. And yeah, but anyway, guys, I've been recording this for 50 minutes. So anyway, guys, I'll see you all later. I'm going to edit this down to a sub 20-minute video, and I will see you all later. Goodbye. I'm going to, more importantly, have a good day, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good day.